were Onyeka fans. They were waiting for Victoria, and they just praised Onyeka and they left, saying they're waiting for Victoria to question her. And I'm glad, the God of Victoria does not disappoint.
See, darling, you know what, yeah? God bless you for this gift. God bless you for this gift. See, yeah?
I love anyone who's on this page. You know me on Twitter. I don't joke. I join this most of the time. And I give real truth. I'm not going to give pictures. You can go confess.
No, what you're saying is actually true, because that day, that day, I noticed some weird movements on the X app, that's Twitter. People were like, oh, I was seeing tweets about people expressing gratitude that Victoria did not join the state. I didn't really understand what was going on, because to be honest, I was over and done with the show. My own was the show, and then everybody kumbaya, So it's because of the media around, I'm like, okay, let me see what's happening. I didn't realize that it was that bad. And you know what,
It was.
No, you know what, this is not the first time I am seeing a presumably professional show, hosted by this community, that's by Showmax and whoever, with the co-host or the host being a fan of the people in question. So it's like when people want to talk, it's like you get shut down and, you're not allowed to really express yourself, because whoever is that. Yeah, I mean, this is not the first time. I've been in a situation, I think this was like 2 or 3 years ago. This was a Real Housewives of Lagos show, and the person that was the host was defending one of the housewives, and me, I went and I was talking, and that was like the first time I would go and speak on the stage. Ever since then, I stopped. So I went on and I was trying to air my view, and the person was trying to shut me up, and I'm like, no, don't do that. This is my opinion. And a lot of people were like, yes, let her talk. So I'm like, is this how it is? Okay, well, fine, whatever, bye. So this is not the first time. I didn't know this kind of thing was going to repeat itself again. But you see, still, it boils down to what we've been saying, right? Why elevate a particular housemate over the others? If you really wanted to portray this particular housemate as a saint, why you people control the cameras? Why did you allow us to see all of these housemates' bad side? Why?
Yeah.
Because if you wanted to really protect the housemates, right? There are times that the cameras will not show certain conversations. So all those things this girl was doing in the house, why did they not hide it? Why did they show it? So you showed it to us, we've seen it. And now you're not coming to come and gaslight us into thinking we're the ones that are delusional, we didn't see correctly. Doesn't really make sense. People will definitely talk about it. Anyway.
Let me just do one more. With regards to the part where I think it was a radio interview where the interviewer asked Onyeka, Victoria, what did she think of the apology? And before she gave the apology in the house, we did not really know what she was thinking, because she did not speak about it. She just listened and left it there. But when the interviewer asked her opinion, and I knew Victoria was smart, but the fact that people were actually feeling that way in the show, and she had that same right answer, or that feeling that the apology was taken, it wasn't you. I really commend her, because it's different from you being a housemate, living with this housemate, and it's different from that you thinking what the person is thinking, and it's different from how the person is what you're thinking. So I must really commend her, because I knew she was smart, but for her to also voice that she had the feeling it was fake, it was not genuine, it was really nice, because most of you thought it was fake, considering the fact that you don't pull her, you just say it as on the stage or in a bigger audience, and you leave it as that. So I must really commend her on that, and the fact that people should know that not everyone is going to be friends. The only real friendship on the show is Kassia.
True.
So I think we are planning on gifting them, and I hope whoever is gifting them, they do it, because you guys are not gonna. I think people are waiting for them to fall out, and it's not gonna happen. I think they're gonna wait to get gray hair, but it's not gonna happen. They're not gonna fall out. I think they've grown genuinely in the show. show. And if they never talk bad about someone that they have to come and find out outside the show. So yeah, I must commend them. They only relented, to all the fake friendships that they formed during the last week of the show. I'm awaiting how it goes because now I'm not seeing them again. Like all the other friendships that formed as a result of the fear. Now we know where to be found. Now they are all insulting each other. They are all tracking each other.
Yeah.
And this goes like the saying that we don't form friendships from one common enemy or however it is. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turning out. The Lord
Thank you.
We watch them. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, darling. And thank you so much for the premium gist you brought to us.
Me, I carry this every time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Yeah. Have a good evening. All right. We're going to speak with Enoch on the X app. Oh my God. Queen Omo is here after ages. So we're going to speak with Enoch and then we'll come back to Queen Omo. All right. Hi, Enoch. Good evening and welcome to the conversation.
Good evening, Glory. Good evening, Glory.
Enoch, how are you?
Champion Glory.
Yeah.
I'm fine by God's grace. How are you?
I am doing great. Good to have you here.
Oh, good to have you too. Good to have you too. At long last, the battle has ended.
Yes. No, it's not the same kind of This has to carry violence outside.
Glory.
Yes.
Let me be very controversial, extremely controversial, and a bit sensitive, but I'll measure my weight. You see, with Ebuka, this is not the first time it's happening, where you can see a bit of his bias. Because you see, I recall during lockdown and during the reunion, I hope you recall, he painted a narrative on Neil because of Prince. And I remember he got dragged on Twitter for virtually pinning falsehood about you. And you see, I am not trying to sound tribalistic, but when you pick Prince and you pick Onyeka, there's a bit of connection. I will leave it there.
Yes.
But I'm just drawing your mind to something.
Considering.
Yes. Yeah. And pick Onyeka, and then I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
But you see, on Onyeka, you see, maybe, all that she was doing was in the game. That is his true character. Just maybe. Because you see, take away her shenanigans with Victoria and Kassia and everything. Take away. And you realize that even her own blood sister, she was having an issue with. It was even outsiders who were solving her issues for her. People, in fact, Ozee actually bonded better with Chisoba than Onyeka and Chisoba. So clearly, I am inclined to believe that whatever we are seeing or we saw with Onyeka on and off the screen is his actual character, the game. Because he lies on camera, he lies off camera, and she's not even ashamed. She's notoriously proud of her lying status. And for me, I don't consider it as a game anymore. I consider it as a true character. And just like you, surprisingly, just like you, first week, second week, Onyeka was my favorite housemate. I don't lie to you. She was. Because you see, she was very entertaining. You recall what she did with Ruthie and Mayor Frost?
Yeah.
She actually plotted that, Mayor Frost is rich, and she actually schemed with Tofa. And said, hey, I went to lie that Charlie, Mayor Frost is rich to Ruthie. And Ruthie fell for that trap. And they were all part of her schemes. It was interesting, it was exciting, and all that. But along the line, the attempted shaping strategy backfired. And that was her bane. So let's leave Onyeka and she'll continue, because you see, the reality will dawn on her very soon. So let's leave it. And as for the production, they should continue. But I won't blame them. In entertaining housemates were not more than 2, they will hold Onyeka like a piece of gold. So you can't blame them. In a season where we actually struggled to have entertaining housemates, Onyeka will be their star. Because you see, Onyeka will have actually fizzled out in level up. Level up. She will have gone into oblivion. Because Abaka, Fina, I mean, there were countless number of them. Level up, especially level up 2. They should have died. I mean, Beauty and her chaotic self, she should have gotten lost completely. So aside from that, Glory, I'm beginning to have that feeling, especially with this housemate, that because of their connection, they don't actually see bbnaija platform as a privilege. They see it as a right.
Yeah, for real.
Clearly, and I can mention names. Nelly was one of them. Imba the way twins.
Thank you.
Yes, I agree.
The almighty Imba the way twins. The founders of bbnaija. So clearly, you could see that they were there. They were cozy. They were relaxed. And Ebuka was pampering them. You see, it took about 6 weeks before Ebuka asked them a question. and you see, interestingly too, Imba the way twins. And Imba the way twins, I'm mentioning, there's Imba the way twins, there's Onyeka, and I made mention about Prince. Once again, I am drawing attention to something I don't want to use my big mouth to mention. And even look at the finale. This was the first time that I've watched bbnaija that the finale didn't have the usual suspense and the excitement everything that characterized it. I don't know whether you observed it. Everything was in a rush. Joe Boy had to perform like 3 times. This one will come and go. Even if they didn't finish 5 minutes to the show. So clearly, everything pointed out to the fact that this show was a total bomb. And in conclusion, I hope and pray they get it right next year, because if they don't, they will begin to lose brands. Because nobody will want to invest their monies into a show that they will not reap. So they need to get it right. And getting it right is to first and foremost eliminate that element of bias in their selection. Two, they should not even bring custodian challenge on the show any longer. 3, I think right from the word go, they should introduce the bbnaija Mazi, nominate and give reasons from the word go. So if they want to bring back the usual diary nominations, they can bring it back in the 4th week. Then that's fine. But to create that suspense and rivalry and all that, right from the word go, they should nominate each other openly and give reasons for their nomination. That will let the housemates come out of their comfort zone and think on their feet. But I was really surprised that even at dawn, when Tofa wanted to kiss Anita, he was looking at the cameras. What is this? Sorry, what even kissing to? You have to watch the camera before you kiss.
I don't know. If you don't have love in you.
Now.
Oh, man.
And you see, I am not surprised, and I won't be surprised that there will not be a reunion. The post-show interviews with Ebuka and Tokimakewa was the first of its kind, and clearly it was more like a reunion that they did, because we don't even deserve a reunion. So that was a form of their reunion. And for them, yes, we don't need a reunion, and for them to even Glory, please, I take strong offense. For you especially, who watched the show 9 weeks, I want to ask you a question. Is it true, actually true, that narrative that Ebuka is pinned on Kassia and Victoria, were they the actual gossips in the house? I don't think so. That's not even true.
They were not. It was not
Kassia and Onyeka. Who gossip the most in the house?
Now, Ebuka will need to tell us how, where did he now see Kassia and Victoria gossiping 24/7? Because even in their interviews, in his interview to Victoria, he mentioned it again. And I'm baffled. See, I'm thinking
or maybe you and I watch a different show. Oh, no, seriously, because the Kassia and the Victoria that we watched, I'm not saying they didn't discuss housemates, but you can't even count the number of times they discuss. They were in their world, though, discussing business, discussing family, and that's why they built a genuine friendship. Their friendship were not built on having the same common enemy. No, they built genuine friendship because they have genuine love and care for each other. So I don't even understand where the gossip issue came from, or is it coming from? And it's totally unfair for two ladies who were unproblematic.
exactly.
Seriously, they were unproblematic.
I mean, when I saw Ebuka's interview with Victoria, and it was like, hey, this is your friendship with Kassia, because the viewers were saying that Kassia every time she's gossiping. I'm like, which viewers? Sorry, Uncle Ebuka, with all due respect, I am not part of those viewers that thought Kassia was a gossip. Kassia was never a gossip. Where? How? Or is there an unseen footage? Or are there multiple unseen footage?
That we haven't seen.
Like, no.
And you see, Barry, why didn't Ebuka, the same way he interrogated Kassia Victoria, why didn't Ebuka ask Onyeka about her life?
Exactly.
Why the lies? Ebuka, Onyeka, so you lied every night. Is it true that you were lying in the house? There was no mention of Onyeka's life.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. If there was one thing that was glaring, it was Onyeka's life. I don't care about her game. I don't care about anything. I'm saying one thing that was glaring, that Onyeka lied. Annoyingly lied. Her lies were not even sweet enough. Blatant lies in your face. Yes, Ebuka didn't ask a single question about Onyeka's falsehoods. Never. So when we say he was biased in certain elements, he was biased. And her biasness, I think, wasn't because of her preference for Onyeka or Onyeka. No. There was more to it. And the
is
more
it because
to it is what I am
Onyeka is a lawyer and Ebuka is also a lawyer? That's why Ebuka is supporting Onyeka.
reason for liking Onyeka. Same way he did for Prince, and same way he was doing for Mbadwe twins. That is what Dr. TJ said, though, and brought him a lot of issues. Because you see, what TJ said was terrible. I agree, but it was even much more sensitive for Ebuka to have highlighted it during the prime show for the entire country to watch, especially taking into consideration that in Nigeria, you don't know how the ethnic divide is. So for you to have highlighted the show again, highlighted what he said during the live television show was even much more dangerous.
Crazy.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, Glory, I've made mention about this show. In fact, I even reviewed, I did a post-mortem almost every time on your show.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything to say again about the production. But I pray that they will not entertain any pairing from outside the house into inside the house again. It is a no. And I also, I don't know how they were able to do it, but I think the position of the cameras, they should start looking at whether they will do an inbuilt camera in connection with the roof so that the housemates will not see the cameras.
Yes.
Because now it's becoming glaring. Before everybody will do glass ghost, they have to look at the camera.
Thank you.
When they want to kiss, they have to look at the camera. And this is a season that Biggie didn't punish any housemate for speaking in coast. I was surprised.
Now because of them bad ways.
They spoke in coast more. And by the way, Twins was speaking in coast, Anita was speaking in coast, we talk so almost everybody speaking in coast. Yet there was no punishment.
Wanni and Handy, they spoke in reverse language for over 15 minutes in the toilet, and they were not called out, they were not punished.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
And then no thing that happened with Ben, they did not address it.
At all. And annoyingly, they want to give stupid strikes to some stupid reason for some stupid strikes. Deliberately. Just before a nomination show, you gave a strike to certain housemates. And interestingly, to all the people that you gave strikes to, all of them were nominated. So, Glory.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, there has been one hell of a boring ride. and I appreciate you once again for your time. For analyzing week in, week out, because it's not easy. It's not easy sitting and watching 24 hours. You've done well. And all the dragging. You know, I didn't watch, I didn't listen, I didn't join the Monday show. So I played back the review. And I got to the point where you were hooting at Onyeka fans. Whoa! You were hooting at them. I couldn't stop laughing. I was driving there. I nearly hit that car. 11%. Is that all you could do? I laughed. I said, hey, Glory.
They deserve it for insulting me, insulting my friends, my family. They deserve it and more.
Occupational hazard. People are robots. On this show. No, it's not as if it's every time you say that we agree with you. Last week, I was disagreeing with you about Kenny. And that's the beauty of the show. Yes. So it's not as if we are robots and like everything that Glory says, you have to necessarily agree. Sometimes we disagree. And we disagree in a mature manner and not insults.
Thank you.
Exactly.
And not insults.
These ones will just come and be insulting me. See, it's just that this season, I decided that the best response for these people was to block them. I can't count how many of these fanatics I blocked. Not just Onyeka's fanatics. Wanni fanatics as well. I blocked and blocked. If I show you my ex-app and YouTube block list, there are many. For me, it's okay to disagree, but stop insulting people. These people went as far as insulting my family and all. Like it was really toxic. I just did not want to show. I didn't want to come and glorify them, because if I glorify them, it would be me bringing screenshots. I think they insulted me. It was a lot. But for me, all of them, the energy they would have used to vote their faith to win, they used it to come and insult Glory Elijah. And then they gave her a miserable 11%. Rubbish. See,
and Glory.
Yeah.
When you beat Victoria, it's not a big deal, though. Beating Victoria in the finale, because we all saw the growth in Victoria. Victoria week 1, week 2, week 3 was virtually invisible in the house. So when you beat Victoria, you have not done anything. Beat Kelly or beat what's the name? Wanni, and we will know that you are very well. But Victoria, we all know Victoria was virtually not existing in the house. But for her friendship with Kassia, Victoria will have virtually been
Victoria did all what Onyeka did. If Victoria did all what their faith did, she probably would have won the show. Now imagine their faith that did all what she did. Did acrobatics, 360 degree. Oh, my flags has fallen. The faith did everything. Lied, quarreled, did this, did that, kissed somebody's boyfriend for how many times? You still did not win. And they are coming to
No, he didn't kiss him. He kissed the beard. Ozee's beard. He kissed Ozee's beard. This bushy beard. Onyeka was able to kiss. What is chewing the beard or what?
You want to come to insult Glory Elijah with your miserable 11%. My friend, take that word from shame again for the 100th time properly.
What was that about hooting?
Thank you so much.
All right, Glory. Nice talking to you. So we'll talk from time to time.
Yeah.
And all the best. All the best, Glory. Come to Ghana.
I will.
But have you been to Ghana before?
No, I haven't.
Wow. You should do. We welcome you. Try and come on.
I will.
All right. All right. Bye-bye.
All right.